This is the Lenarinter 3-piece under cabinet light kit. Let's take it out of the box. In the box you get a lot of stuff. Very simple, so we'll break it down right now. You get the instructions here. 3 separate light strips, as you see here. Okay? They can plug together in a row, or you can plug them in parallel instead. Basically, the way it works is you start with the power adapter that you just plug in. That has a barrel jack connector which goes into the controller. Right there. The controller has an infrared receiver for the included remote, which also comes with its own wall mounting bracket that you can secure with screws or included double stick tape. This connector here will go into this piece, and this accepts the barrel jack right there and has these funny looking connectors which the lights can plug into. So you get all of that. They give you a bag here. Included in here is a whole bunch of double stick tape, some metal bracketry, cable clips, all kinds of stuff like that for a nice clean installation. And you also get an extension cable, as seen right here, in case you need to make it farther away. Now, like I said, this can hook up in a number of different ways. You can have them in a row, or you can have them hooked up all together into one. So the way it works here is we'll take this, okay, and now we can plug in the connector there. So now here's your next light strip. You have a choice. You can plug that in right here if you want, or it could have plugged into the end of that, or you can mix and match and plug that into the end of that. So it's expandable sort of in a star configuration, as they call it. So if we wanted, we could do that and plug that in there, and now all 3 lights are connected. You can connect more lights here if you want to the ends of these. Total of 10 lights per set. Or we can unplug 2 of these. Okay, and have it just like that. And then these here can plug together instead. And then these here can plug together instead. So that way you have a chain, there we are, of them all together. So it doesn't matter in operation which way you hook them up. It can go in any which direction. Doesn't make a difference. To control it, you have the control box. You have your on-off, brightness higher, brightness lower, infrared right there for the remote. The remote is here, and that gives you a bunch more options. On and off, you can make it brighter or dimmer. There are presets for 25, 50, 75, and 100% brightness. You have a timer, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 120 minutes, 4 hours, 6 hours, or 8 hours. So just by pressing the buttons there, you can control the lights as such. It also has one other trick up its sleeve, which we're going to get to in a bit. Before we get to testing this out, let me tell you a little bit more about the lights. These lights are run off of a 24-volt low voltage system, so it's safe to handle and safe voltage. The lights, like I said before, are dimmable, but also has a memory function. So if you have them at, let's say, 50% brightness, turn it off. When you turn it back on, they're going to come back on at 50% brightness. The configuration of it can be in series or in parallel. Hooking all 3 in here would be parallel, and wired all together like I have it here is in series. It works the same either which way. Each light strip is 3 watts, 300 lumens, and I misspoke earlier. I said 10 lights, I meant 8 lights. So excuse me on that. Let's go ahead and plug this in and test it out. So we can start with the buttons. You have on, off, and you could raise the brightness up. And they get pretty bright, so not too bad like that. We'll leave it at the lowest brightness. I'll see if I can turn them off with the remote. Yep, on and off right there. So that's good. And you can brighten them up and make them dimmer. Anything you want there. You have your presets for brightness, as you see. And then of course you can set a timer. It just blinks them to let you know that it's there. So it turns on and can turn off by the remote. And it is, like I said, very convenient with its own wall mounting bracket. So these would be great to put under your cabinets in your kitchen or something like that. Would work also in a closet if that's more what would be suitable for you. So either which way, very nice and versatile. Now there's another trick. If this weren't high-tech enough, having buttons to actually control stuff, this was the lower-tech solution. Let's get an even lower-tech solution than that. Of course, because everything, your phone has to do everything nowadays. Yep, you can control it from your phone. So let me show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do is try to hook this up without reading the book or anything special, without reading the instructions. Typically, smart devices as such hook up in much the same fashion. This is using the Tuya Smart app. There is a QR code on the side of the controller that you can get that will allow you to download that. Now, I don't actually use that for my smart home devices. I use the Smart Life app. In most cases, I've found that Tuya Smart and Smart Life can control the same devices, so I'm going to give that a shot first. First thing we're going to do to set this up, let's just turn the lights on. Okay, there they are. Hold down now the power button. Now they're flashing rapidly. We'll get the phone up here. I'll open the Smart Life app. We'll hit nothing. It came up automatically. We'll hit add. That was difficult. It was just that easy. Let me enter in my network and get that set up. And now it's adding it. You can see already the lights have come on solid. That's a good sign that it's going to pick it up and install it without any problem. We just have to wait. There it is right there. Let's go ahead and change that name. I'll call it strip lights. So we can just adjust that there. We'll take that out. Okay, strip lights, we'll hit done. We'll hit done. It's loading. And there we are. Power button there. Turns them off. Turns them on. We can dim them and brighten them and stuff like that. So with that, you can then, raise and lower your brightness or anything that you want. As such, like I showed, you have a timer that you can set, like a sleep timer, for it to automatically shut off after a particular amount of time. And there are other settings in here that's left for you to figure out. Plan, schedule. Schedule obviously can turn them on and off at a particular time on a particular day. Biorhythm and power on behavior, where you can set what it will do when it's powered on. Being that this works with the Smart Life app, as I have just shown, because I already have other smart plugs and smart devices and things like that, this is now automatically voice linked to your voice assistant, such as an Amazon Echo or a Google Home. So now, not only can you press the buttons, not only can you use the remote, not only can you use your phone, but you can also do it by voice. So here is an Amazon Echo Dot. I've done nothing to set this up. Remember, all we did, we held the button until the light started flashing. I then opened the app. Tuya Smart is the one they recommend, but I use the Smart Life app, and it worked the same. I did nothing in the app. It found it automatically, set it up, asked me what I wanted to call it, and here we are. So now we can simply ask, Alexa, turn off the strip lights.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on the strip lights.
Okay.
Alexa, set the strip lights to 100%. Alexa, set the strip lights to 50%.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off the strip lights.
Okay.
That was super fast, super easy, and now you can ask. Set the brightness to anything you want. If you want 47%, you ask for 47%, she'll give it to you. That's it. That was really nice. That really worked well. Let me get one of these, just one of these, set up. I'll kind of hold it above the work surface here so you can see how much light you'll get out of that. So here is the light at 10%, and then we can raise that up like you see there. It puts off a decent amount of light. The remote and the buttons on the controller will allow you to adjust the brightness in steps of 10. Let me dim that back down, and you'll notice that if I turn it off and back on, like I said, it has a memory function, so it comes right back to there. If you use your phone or your voice assistant, you can get this to any kind of crazy number of brightness that you want, from 0 to 100. So if you want 67%, she can do 67%, or your phone can do 67%. Puts out a decent amount of light. This is a pack of 3. There are other lights that you can get to add on to the system. So a really nice set of strip lights from Lenarinter. I can't get over how easy it was to set this up in the app, and that I've seen some of these that are just really fickle and troublesome to get set up. This was, I think, far and beyond easier than any other device I've ever set up. That they really got this nailed down just by holding the button till they blink, open the app, there it is. And if you already have other smart devices set up, it's automatically linked with your voice assistant. It doesn't get any easier than that. It's almost the same as pulling out the little plastic thing in the battery compartment on the remote just to get it to work. That was really, really pretty schmick, I must admit. They put out a good amount of light and very versatile. Like I said, this can be expanded up to 8 lights in total. Once again, this was the Lenarinter 3-piece under cabinet light kit. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can find the item available for sale on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.